Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a long time since I posted a video, but today I am boiling a raccoon skull. I'm going to boil it down, and then I'm going to put liquid Elmer's glue, that white stuff, and I'm going to give it a good coat, and that makes it have a prettier white on the skull. And yeah, I've decided I'm going to take all the skulls from all the animals I have either trapped or hunted. And I'm going to take the skulls and boil them down. So I have a skull from every animal instead of keeping the hide, and I can just sell the hide and make money. So right now I'm just boiling the skull. I'll be boiling it for probably 30 minutes or so. When the meat's good and brown is when I usually like to pull it out, and then I'll cut as much meat off of the skull as I can. Cut everything off that you can, and then throw it back in and let it boil longer. This is a long process, but it's worth it at the end. I'm just doing this on the tailgate of my truck, so if I make a mess, it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to put a piece of cardboard from that box. I'm going to put it right there so when I take the skull out of the pot, I can put it on that cardboard when I'm cutting the stuff off. So, right here I just have it on high boiling on an electric burner. That way I'm not using a bunch of gas from a gas burner. And then I've got my water over there to add in as it needs more water. I've got my music, so I'm just listening to music while I do this. So it's going to be a long process, but it'll be worth it at the end. Now it's been boiling for a pretty good amount of time, and you want to make sure you don't overboil it. If you boil it for too long, then it will actually crack the skull. But now I've turned it off. And you can see how the skin is starting to, fogging up a little bit. The skin on the raccoon is starting to peel and crack, which means it's almost ready to start peeling the skin off. And what I'll do is I'll pull it out, I'll put it on this cardboard, and then I'll peel off what I can and then cut off the rest. And you get a little bit of new water. And the mixture of the water I'm using is just a little bit of Dawn soap to get the grease, and just water. So, yeah, it's pretty easy. Doesn't take much. I just went to the dollar store and bought me some cheap pans. I've got this one, and then I've got one that's bigger, so when I do like coyote and I could possibly fit deer in it, I can boil them all right here at home. So, yeah, I'm hoping this skull will turn out pretty good. I haven't decided if I'm going to put the Elmer's glue on it yet or not. I guess we'll see how white it is. Supposedly this Dawn will help take all the grease off, so it should be nice and white. So we'll just see what happens in the outcome. So, anyways, yeah, I'll let this thing boil for probably 5 more minutes or so, and then I'll pull it out and start peeling everything off. I started this thing at about 7:30 this morning, and I've just been bringing it over here, spraying it off with the hose on a jet setting, so it's spraying pretty hard on the skull and just blowing everything I can off. I've got almost all the gums around the teeth off. I've got almost everything around the neck off. Turn that down a little bit. So it's pretty good. Yeah, I started at about 7:30 this morning, and it is 12:30, and I'm still not quite done. But this is my first one, so it's kind of a new experience. So, I'll just keep spraying that off and doing that kind of stuff, and it should be done within the next hour and a half. So. And this bottom jaw is all done. Might need a little bit of polishing. I'll just take a toothbrush, clean most of that up. I wouldn't have to if this guy would have brushed his teeth and flossed more. Okay guys, this is my finished product of the coon skull. And the jaw still does come off too, so, and it'll slide right back into place. So, if you're gonna do this, it's definitely gonna take a day. You're gonna have to take a day that you have nothing going on to do this. What I used is just a knife, some way to boil it, and Dawn dish soap water, and it turned out real nice. I haven't done anything to it besides boil it and spray it off with the hose. I haven't put any whitener on it, nothing. I haven't done anything to make it whiter. That's just what it already is. Right now it's fine. I've heard after a few years when you beetle them, they start to go blue a little in a few spots. But what I'm going to do is if it starts doing that because of my boiling, I'll just take some of that Elmer's glue and then I'll put it over it. But right now it's good, so I'm going to keep it how it is. So, yeah, I'm really happy. I'm going to put it on a shelf in my room, and I'm going to collect skulls from every species of animal that I've harvested. So far, I've got my raccoon. I need to get another skunk, elk, deer, and I think that's it. Mink and muskrat too. But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna go like all out. Like, I'm not gonna do like grouse and stuff like that. I mean, maybe further on in the future, maybe, but I don't really plan on doing that. I plan on just doing from skunk, anything higher. I don't plan on doing muskrat or mink, but maybe one day I'll do it. I don't know. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with your friends.